The age of some Marvel actors has been a hot topic as of late. You might have not noticed it before, but ever since She-Hulk's 4th episode featured a 104-year-old actor named Leon Lamar, and everyone's been talking about it. Better yet, there are some actors that look so young, you wouldn't even believe their age. In this video, we'll be telling you all about the MCU's oldest lead movie star and his new venture. First off, it's Don Cheadle. We said you'd have a hard time believing it. Yes, our very own Rhodey is actually 58 years old. Don, you better drop that skincare routine because the way you're glowing, hello? We would have never guessed. A true example of how someone can just get finer with age. Now, there's been talk of how we don't see enough older actors in the franchise. Some people point out that yes, we actually have a lot of representation. Take Robert Downey Jr. for example. He was the backbone of the Avengers movies, and we all know how Endgame affected the entire world. Don't pretend you didn't shed a tear when Iron Man sacrificed himself. With the recent She-Hulk episode, this kind of discussion was bound to happen. Fans are also disappointed that John Krasinski might not be cast in the Fantastic Four movie because of his age. This is all speculation, guys. Bottom line, age shouldn't matter so much when you're casting. But one thing's for sure though, Don Cheadle over here is set to lead Armor Wars, an upcoming movie on Disney+. Remember the days we were all waiting and hoping to see a War Machine-centered story on screen? Well, your worries are gone now because it's happening, you guys. It's been too long, but we're finally gonna see Cheadle as a leading man, the main character. Granted, the project has taken a few twists and turns, but The Hollywood Reporter confirmed its existence and that production is underway. Coming up, let's talk about the changes. Originally, we all expected Armor Wars to be a show. This isn't out of the ordinary. Just look at how Marvel and Disney Plus have handled character arcs like Bucky and Falcon. They got a series, so it was pretty natural for everyone to expect this one to be one too. As The Hollywood Reporter revealed, it's now a feature film which has, of course, pushed its development of it a bit further. Fans were already left in a state of limbo, wondering if they'll ever make it or not. The director hasn't been announced, and there was no sign of Armor Wars at the Comic-Con when the MCU phases were announced. That doesn't mean there's no space for it. Cheadle is confirmed to be the star of the movie. He is a hugely important part of the comics, where Tony Stark has to follow Rhodey's guidance because his tech got into the wrong hands. The OGs know what we're talking about, and we're all really excited that good old War Machine isn't a side character in this one. Let's be real, he really deserves more screen time. In all the Avengers movies and the Iron Man ones, we didn't get to see a whole lot of him. Rhodes is much more than just a quick one-liner or comic relief. Not only is this groundbreaking, but it's also the fact that he's the oldest star to get a lead role in the MCU, having a whole show about you type of way. It's also worth noticing that Samuel L. Jackson is also set to front the upcoming Secret Invasion series, but hey, this ain't a competition. A win is a win. Now, the other details of Armor Wars we know so far. Now, we do know that the higher-ups are being a little hush-hush about this one. Other than our main man, there are not many details about the cast, the director, or when it's gonna be released. Feja's been talking about this project since 2020, believe it or not. He first announced it back then, but there weren't any solid deeds. Then earlier this month at the D23 Expo, Cheadle joined the MCU president on stage to reveal what was gonna be a 6-episode series. But hey, plans change. For what reasons, we also don't know much about it, but we wouldn't sweat it. If there's one thing about Don as an actor, it's that he's gonna get what he wants. He's mentioned that he's super stoked to tell the story of Rhodey and create more dimension to his character. It's definitely there in the comics. Why not bring it to the screen, right? It was through him that we found out that Yasser Lester is set to be one of the main writers. He's a hit comedian who wrote for Girls and The Carmichael Show, and the actor praised him endlessly, and the two are actually really good friends on the side. Following up, the implications of the movie. As we said, this breaks more barriers than we thought. According to the direct, this film is gonna be a spin-off of the Iron Man movies. With Tony's fate in Endgame, this is a really great opening for his character arc even after his passing. Knowing the Playboy millionaire's past and his friendship with Rhodey is something we're all up for, let's be real. What's more is, this might even lead to RDJ reprising his role. Now, this is pure conjecture, but fans online have been going gaga over the chance that we might see him again. Now, with all the amazing CGI, we can expect Cheadle to really be shown as the hero he is, so the hype is real. He'll be the third Phase 1 character to lead an MCU movie post-Infinity War, so put some respect on War Machine's name, y'all. After it comes out, we can analyze his behavior in the Avengers movie, and we'll get more of a backstory as to why he makes the decision he does. Fingers crossed we get more info on this soon. And now for some more MCU news you might have missed out on. Firstly, Wakanda Forever trailer introduces us to Namor. It's a really big year for the Marvel fandom. Just look at all the exciting new projects coming our way. Wakanda Forever is definitely one of them, and the trailer just dropped. Not only does it give a look at the new Black Panther, but we also get a glimpse of the villain, Namor. You might have seen pictures of him circling around Twitter if you haven't seen the trailer yet. Eye candy galore, but anyway, it begins with Wakanda watching T'Challa's funeral from a mural while his likeness looks on. You can also see young Namor painting a wall. The action then picks up as Namor ascends to the throne and declares war on the people on the surface with a thump of his staff. His Talokan warriors appear on the surface, declaring open war, and Baku then emphasizes Namor's power by stating that his people refer to him as the feathered serpent god, rather than a general or king. That's gotta tell you enough about how big of a force he is. Big ol' M'Baku is afraid of him. It's due to arrive on November 11, and that's just around the corner. Don't know about you, but we're already hyped to see Shuri as the new BP and Namor as the wicked, larger-than-life antagonist. Up next, Marvel's planning more special presentations. Not gonna lie, the 6 to 9 episode format of a Disney Plus series is growing a little stale with fans. Like the ever-adapting franchise this is, Marvel is set to keep our interests fresh and new with more projects they call special presentations. On October 7th, the studios are gonna pull back the curtain on Werewolf by Night. Cosmic Circus confirmed this during the D23 Expo, where we got a special sneak peek. They also confirmed that this is one of those presentations. Now, what exactly does this mean? So the format of this is such that the events of the story happen over a day or night. They're no longer an episode but shorter than a feature film. A sweet middle ground, you can call it. Werewolf by Night is all about a secret group of monster hunters who compete for a powerful relic. The whole time, they're being chased by a dangerous monster within them. Lastly, Michael Waldron to Pan Secret Wars. With the booming success of Loki and Doctor Strange, Marvel just had to bring back one of their iconic writers for their upcoming Secret Wars project. Deadline reported that Michael Waldron is set to be a main writer for this one. According to insiders, meetings for the job took place last month, and while a number of writers met, many believed Waldron was the frontrunner because of the studio's trust in the writer. He's had a successful year with the studio, beginning with last year's hit Loki series for Disney+. On top of that, he served as executive producer and showrunner on the series. It was so popular that it was one of the few Marvel series to be renewed for a second season. Loki Season 2 is currently in production. He's really making a name for himself in the game, y'all. He's also writing Fege's Star Wars movie for Lucasfilm. Well, that's all for this video, folks. What are your thoughts on Don Cheadle leading Armor Wars? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.